couple days from the full moon. And I know all y'all gotta be charging your crystals and making your moon water and all that. Make sure you're setting good intentions for the full moon. Get your little manifestation journal out. However you do it. We all got our way, right? So let's see what this full moon can be bringing towards you. I believe it's going to be a full moon in Aries. Pretty sure. Correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty certain. Starkeeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded, right? So, yeah, what that really means is part of your light working, right? If you are a starseed, which it's implying here, is, that part of your light work is to be grounded and to stay centered and to, respond rather than react, that kind of thing. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north, right? That's one of the ones that was always hard for me. I'm like, what do you mean people don't like me? Sometimes I'd be like that. Sometimes people are going to be, facing their demons and, and they're just at different places, right? And so even when you're not for everyone or when people really put that energy out there that, you're not for them, then, just brush it off, man. It's okay. There's like 8 billion people on this planet. We ain't got to be worried about, what a few of them think. Or any of them, really. Try not to get into the mindset of people pleasing. I'm feeling like I should bring that up, because sometimes, we want to be liked by everybody, right? Nobody wants to be hated, or nobody wants to be outcasted by certain groups or whatever, but if it requires you to be, people pleasing or pandering, things that are inauthentic to yourself, don't bother. Nobody's worth that effort. They either are meant for your life and they'll show that, or they're not. And they'll show that, Easy come, easy go. So, let's see. Grab some tarot for you. Okay, so I'm seeing 2 of Cups, the Empress in reverse, and the Death card. I'm going to clarify all these. 2 of Cups. Let's start there. This is all about union, partnerships, dualities, polarities even. So, my throat chakra. Maybe there's something that needs to be said here in regards to that. Because as soon as I started reading that card, I started feeling it in my throat chakra. Maybe communication is kind of a struggle, or communicating and getting somewhere with that communication. You could be arguing, or you could be not communicating something for the sake of not arguing, which happens. So let's clarify this 2 of Cups. So, we've got the Strength in reverse, right? Which represents weakness, right? Which usually, when it comes to matters of the heart, that would be the weakness, right? Um, or maybe you're struggling to find the strength to do something here because with the Hanged Man in reverse, it's telling me that there's nothing stopping you from moving forward or like, moving forward. That's, yeah. And the Strength card, did I say it's Leo? Yeah. The Empress, Aries, Death card, Scorpio. So that's what's coming out so far. And then we have the Five of Pentacles, right? Financial problems is what I'm seeing here, and it could be in regards to this connection, like, because let's be real, relationships cost money, right? It's like kids, if it costs money. And you might be feeling like you're in a financial pitfall. With the Six of Swords, it looks like you're in the energy of thinking of leaving. You see this. Alice is just on a boat. All the flamingos represent swords, right? And these swords represent like protection, right? So it's like, I feel like this is a sense of like self-preservation. Like you feel like you would do better on your own. That song just came to mind. That do you think you're better off alone? And I think you do. I think you do. Because I just see conflict and I feel like somebody's feeling left out in the cold, emotionally neglected, financially just suffering. Like this looks like the end of a relationship. With the Empress in reverse, or it could be a partnership. It could be you leaving a job, even, because I do see money involved. So, it could be something of that nature. With the Empress in reverse, I feel like your creativity has been blocked. It's like losing your inspiration, losing that, like, motivation. Um, I feel like you're having a hard time expressing yourself or like asserting yourself because like my throat chakra is feeling attacked right now. Practice speaking your mind. I know it's like the opposite of what you're told as a kid, like, oh, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, you don't want to, but right now I feel like it's detrimental for you, because you're at risk of being inauthentic with yourself if you don't confront what's wrong. If you don't assert yourself, if you don't communicate. And it's just creating these blockages that are making it really, really difficult for you. Because I do see you as a creative sort. Like, I feel that you have natural talents and things that are kind of going neglected because you're concerned about money and this connection. So, clarifying the Empress. Let's see. We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is you kind of coming in and speaking your truth. Swords is all about communication, and it's cutting, right? It's cutting. You might be in the energy of cutting somebody off. Like I said, it looks like a breakup. Ace of Swords, this is your breakthrough, right? And this is also you showing up with that sword and being like, Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's like I feel like you've been waiting for things to be a certain way and it just isn't. They're not showing up for you in the ways that you that you need them to as a partner, right? Like it looks like, they dress the dress, they talk the talk, but they ain't walking the walk. That's they're like playing a part. Um and I feel like yeah, you're feeling like this relationship isn't going where you thought it was. With Seven of Cups, I see that you do have options. It's not like you're limited there, and you're like, I could just not settle and find something that's really, on par with what I'm looking for, which would be the wise thing to do. With the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, you have to let go of this ideal and um, let this whole thing kind of play out. With the Death card, it's like this relationship, because I'm feeling like it's a relationship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like a relationship, and it just looks like it's coming to a halt, right? Like you're right at the, and everyone knows when a relationship is coming to an end. You start feeling that energy of separation, like. You don't want to be as close. You don't want to plan things for the future. You don't want to think too far ahead with them because you're like, and that's fair. Everyone deserves to be happy, right? And if you're not happy, or not even happy, because I feel like happiness is temporary, but like, if you're not content with your relationship, if this is not the one that's a ride or die, whatever, then, do yourself a favor and cut that shit off. Um, the Nine of Swords in reverse just showed up, and it's like when you do like bring this to an end, I feel like it's gonna be a relief for you. You might get nostalgia, you might get sad about it, but you're not gonna be feeling like you are now, like this sleeplessness, the feeling like this feeling of like not being able to relax or chill or just you're all up in your head about this right now. um and I feel like that's the energy that you're gonna really be saving yourself from. This energy of like being kind of at odds with yourself, not knowing how to like walk out of this situation. Maybe they didn't do anything wrong. Maybe you're just simply not happy with them. But even that, even with that being the thing, like it's okay to walk away. If the chemistry is off, or if you feel like the connection is just lacking, like all good reasons to not be with them. It's hanging off the edge. Alright, so I'm seeing the moon in reverse, Pisces energy. Moon was in Pisces just last night. It might still be. But with the moon in reverse, it's like I feel that you're being called to really be honest with them about this. And it's hard because you probably tried talking to them in the past, and instead of just allowing you to just break up, they're like, well, let me fix it. Let me try this. And it's almost like a desperation on their part that they don't want to see that it's coming to a halt. Seven of Wands in reverse. You might be thinking, like you might need them for financial help or whatever. That's the worst reason to stay with a person. To be honest, Five of Cups tells me that you're just emotionally depleted, drained, really, really focused on like how this is just not it. King of Swords. Yeah, you want to cut them off, right? You're just done. You're probably feeling pretty irritable. And probably just like, and unfortunately, you'll just hurt them worse if you stay, knowing how you feel. It's like this energy of just like settling. So once you walk away from this, as you will, and I see that once you're in the clear from this relationship, situationship, then what can you look forward to, right? Like, what's coming after? What comes after this? Three of Wands, I see that you'll be, like, Three of Wands is, like, waiting for your ships to come in. So you're gonna go into receiving mode. That's what I'm seeing here. You're gonna enter into receiving mode when it comes to abundance and happiness. Your gratitude's gonna be more. You're gonna feel more gratitude. You're not gonna feel like a victim of circumstance. This is a really good energy to be in. And then we have Three of Cups, right? And Three of Cups is all about celebrations, going out with your friends, having a good time. Like, I feel like you're gonna feel really good, right? Like, you're not, this isn't even, like, Three of Swords didn't even show up. It was Three of Cups, right? Like, Three of Swords would be, like, heartbreak and sadness, but I see you celebrating. Like, walking away from this situation. Um, yeah, Ace of Wands in reverse. Like, they might try to make offers, try to, like I said, try to do the whole I miss you, come back, da da da, da 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 da, and you're just gonna be like, nah, right? With the Judgment card, it's like once you make this decision, it's set in stone, right? It's like you have no desire to like revisit that. You're, it's like, yeah, it's hella set in stone. You might have to get a divorce, with the Judgment card here. If you married this fool. Like, um, the Sun came out in reverse, but there's no reverse meaning for the Sun card. Now you have both Leo cards out, so I could be talking to a Leo right now. But or you could just, it could be in your chart, whatever the case is, with the sun showing up, though. And the moon in reverse, the opposite of the moon is the sun, so that makes sense too. It looks like somebody is going to be helping you over this wall, right? Reach out to your friends. Because I feel like somebody's really going to help you navigate your way through this. And with the Ten of Cups, this is like getting all your wish fulfillment, everything kind of coming full circle for you. And it looks beautiful, this energy. Like, I see you being happy and not in your head anymore. Because, like, right now, I feel like you're pondering it. I don't feel like you've quite walked away yet. Or I feel like you're in the process of walking away, but, like, yeah, once you are, like, free, it's gonna be a whole other ball game for you. Life is just gonna be so fulfilling, you know? Alright, so what else does Spirit want you to know? Four of Swords. I almost feel like this is actually some advice. Four of Swords is rest, relaxation, taking it easy, taking a breather, not sitting there letting yourself get stressed out about everything, like this is that energy where it's like, time to relax, time to take a chill pill, smoke some weed, do what you gotta do. Because there's a new horizon for you. Dang it, I've got the hiccups. Artha of Kali. You are forging your authentic path. In support of that, you shall attract great blessings that will benefit all beings. To live a spiritually and creatively self-directed life takes incredible strength and trust in yourself. Remember that the promise of your sacred success is being fulfilled through every challenge and every blessing. Trust in what you were born to accomplish. Kama of Kali. You are being offered a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother. Your path need not be one of endless exertion. Connecting with pleasure as a path of personal empowerment, intending to bring spiritual benefit to the collective through the softening and opening of your heart, is an act of worshiping the Divine Feminine. Let yourself receive her loving gifts. Yeah, I really like this reading. I mean, breakups are always kind of sad, but what I'm seeing here is you doing what's best for you and empowering yourself in this action, and asserting yourself and being like, you know what, actually, I'm not cool with certain things, and, maybe I'm not comfortable with just the bare minimum relationship, Here, hold on a sec. And that's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to be. Because, you can manifest pure magic in your life, and I wouldn't settle for less. in any kind of relationship connection. And honestly, I mean, it looks like you'll enjoy your single season, right? Like, I've seen that, the celebration, your friends, your squad. Um, this, like, abundance that's coming into your life as a result. Like, sometimes these relationships, even if it's not with a bad person, like, it can be a blessing blocker because you're not being true to yourself when you stay with people that you're unhappy with. Um, so, in this relationship, make sure that you're doing what makes you happy, or at least feel fulfilled. Because you shouldn't have to be with anybody or settle to be with anybody if you're not feeling that fulfillment, Um, but yeah, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Namaste. I love you guys, and I'll catch you later.